Hi everyone, welcome back to a writer's Vlog. I'm kind of doing two videos back to back here. I just did my research video, so I'm also doing this video. Warning you, this video might be out a little bit later than the research video. Just wanted to get this video kind of out of the way. What I wanted to do this video about is about my story, about the first book in my series that's coming out, Angela's Hope of the Takara Legacy series. Just kind of wanted to give you kind of a little bit of an idea of what it's about. Those of you who've checked out my site and checked out my Facebook page, as will be linked below, and please check it out or press like or subscribe. I'm trying to keep up with updates in that while I'm getting very close to the end of the publishing process. But anyway, my story kind of deals with a lot of the things that have gone on with me and my wife's life. What ended up happening is I was watching a video with my brother-in-law, and it ended up giving me some ideas. For those of you that don't know, I am a Christian and that, and so I was trying to find ways to kind of integrate my faith into my writing in that. And a lot of the struggles I was having was I was trying to write this fantasy world, and it wasn't quite jiving. I just didn't know how to do it. So after watching the show with my brother-in-law, I ended up coming up with this idea. Actually, the show gave me some inspiration, some ideas for my own book, and thus began the beginning of the Takara Legacy series. Like I've said, a lot of it deals with me and my wife. There's problems with fertility in that, and that's been a huge problem between me and my wife, is fertility and trying to have a child. It deals with things such as, pressures, peer pressures, and things like that, young people and that I went through growing up. It deals with many things, including the struggle of my own faith. One of the characters, Jonathan, he's kind of a representation of me, as well as kind of my brother Tim. He's kind of a mixture of us both, but a lot of his struggles with faith comes from me, and comes from the time period when I had my own self-doubt, a time period when I was not doing well with God, and I was trying to grow in my faith. So a lot of the things that happen in these books happen to us, or in some way or relate to things that happen to us. I think some of the most intriguing books out there are those that are based upon some form of reality or connected to the writer somehow, whether it's connected through the characters or through situations that they're going through. I think those are the most compelling stories out there. So for all you writers out there, if you're interested in writing something, write something that's really dear to you. Write something that connects you to other people, other groups of people, whether it's like adopting your first child, or growing up as a kid, and anything at all, any incidences that it made a deep impact in your life. Probably add that to the story. You can put even your own little twist on it. So yeah, I just encourage you to do that. It's really helped with my writing process and everything else. So when it comes to my book is really dealing with this one couple in Canada who end up meeting together at university. One Jonathan, the character, was one of the main characters. He's a teacher's aide in that. He ends up meeting his wife Angela, who's a student there, and they end up getting together, and they end up getting married. When they end up getting together and end up getting married, it's during the 1985 or 80s in that, when we had the big crash here in Alberta. For all those of you who want to know, I'm from Alberta, Canada, so come check it out. We got some pretty cool sites out here if you ever want to tour around. Yeah, it dealt with a lot of the economic crash, and so during that time, Jonathan and Angela had to end up going to Japan, and then during the time that they get together, they meet and all that stuff. I do also talk about this one young woman, Setsuko, who is the daughter of a very powerful and very well-respected businessman, and her mother and that ends up converting to Christianity and that, and what it ends up going through is going through her own turmoil, her own trouble and that. She ends up meeting an American boy, and it ends up leading into a situation now at the end of the story which needs to be resolved. I don't want to give too much away, so I'll leave it at that. You can check out my synopsis. It's on my website. It's also on my Facebook page. So go check it out. And like I said, I will be back to do some more videos in the next couple weeks, or in the next week or two. But yeah, I thought I'd introduce my book in that. It's going to be a 4-part series. It's going to go through, why do I call it the Takara Legacy series? Because I'm actually going to go through the life of this young girl, Takara, on that, and starting off with her parents and then moving forward. So please subscribe down below, press like to the video on that, check out my website, check out my Facebook page. I'm trying to keep up with everything there, so I just want to get the word out about my book, and I also want to encourage you, other writers in the writer's world. So for all of you out there who are enjoying writing and are enjoying the writer's world, I want to say goodbye for now, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.